We've got an aggregate demand curve, and we're trying to come up with an aggregate supply curve so we can put the two together and get an equilibrium price level and output for the economy. But we've run into this problem, which is that if the price level rises, the price of goods, raw materials, and labor are rising together. Since business opportunities aren't changing when all prices rise together, why should businesses change their output? This has led us to ask the question, what in the short run could be happening? That is, during the price adjustment process, what could be happening that creates profit opportunities that leads business to change their output? We considered the possibility that there's confusion. It takes you a while to figure out whether the price of your good is changing relative to other goods or whether it's just general inflation. And businesses will respond during this period of confusion to what they think may be a profit opportunity. We've considered the problem of sticky prices. That is, it takes a while to adjust your prices because of the cost of printing a new menu or the fear of angering your customers. In that case, a profit opportunity is created in the short run as some businesses fall behind the price adjustment process and become uncompetitive. Now we're going to consider a third thing that can happen in the short run that can create a profit opportunity when the aggregate price level changes. And that third thing is fixed wages. Now, the classical view of the market is that wages and prices all adjust very quickly to make supply and demand equal to each other. In the classical view, the bidding mechanism quickly reestablishes equilibrium anytime something changes. So there is no profit opportunity created. All prices go right up and you're left right where you were before. In the view that we're going to discuss now, which is a Keynesian view, wages remain fixed in the short run. And when wages are fixed and the prices of goods increase, then there's a profit opportunity because the real wage that your factory is paying has shrunk. That is, the wage as a percentage of your revenue is getting smaller. So it looks like your profits are getting bigger because in fact they are. In that event, then, businesses are going to produce more output when the general price level rises because the price of their goods and services, their revenue, is rising faster than their costs because the wages are fixed. Now, before I go back to the aggregate supply curve, you're probably going to ask me, why would wages be fixed in the short run? Why is it that there's a period of time during which wages don't rise during a period of general inflation? And usually, rising wages are going to occur during periods of collective bargaining if the workers are unionized. So inflation occurs and the workers gather represented by their union and the union negotiates a higher nominal wage so that the workers can keep up with inflation. But then that wage is locked in for a period of 2 or 3 years. And if during that 2 or 3 year period there should be unexpectedly high inflation, prices increase faster than the workers expected, then the workers are going to find themselves at a disadvantage because they locked in a wage increase, but it was less than they would have needed to keep equal with inflation. So if there's an unexpected price increase, then the fact that wages are fixed works to the workers' disadvantage. So why would they put themselves in a position where that could happen? Because, think about it, workers accept fixed wages, and many of us accept fixed salaries as a kind of risk-sharing arrangement. I have an agreement with my employer that I get paid a fixed wage, whether I'm working harder during a period of high demand at my business, or whether I have more time to play computer games because demand is slack. But along the way, my wage remains fixed. I get paid about the average of what I add to my company's bottom line. I like that. It's better than my company paying me more in boom times and less in bust times, and then I'd have to go buy the insurance myself. So constant wages or fixed wages are a kind of insurance arrangement, and I like that, even if it means that sometimes the price level is going to be rising faster than my wages because I bought insurance. Another thing is the problem that as wages rise, sometimes workers actually want to work less. So businesses find a wage that encourages workers to be willing to supply labor rather than using their newfound wealth to buy leisure by taking more time off. We've also discussed elsewhere the phenomenon of efficiency wages, that there are reasons why employers wouldn't adjust wages over time because of the effect on workers' morale, workers' ability to buy health care and good nutrition, and the ability to attract high-quality workers. So there are a lot of factors in the labor market, including laws like minimum wage laws, union contracts, efficiency wages, and the desire for leisure that can cause wages to be less flexible than other prices. If wages are in fact sticky during a period of time, then it's possible that goods prices will rise faster than wages. And when they do, then you've got an opportunity for profit. And that opportunity for profit can be seen in the short-run aggregate supply curve. Here's a general increase in the price level. And when the price level increases generally and wages remain sticky, then the firm is now able to make more profit because revenue is rising faster than costs. Or another way to put it, real wages are shrinking. Wages as a percentage of the price of the company's product is shrinking. Therefore, the business sees that there's a profit opportunity and it expands output. Now, if wages are generally fixed across the economy, that is, they're sticky, they're not adjusting especially rapidly because of these concerns, then a general increase in the price level creates a broad opportunity across the market for firms to make profits by increasing their output, and that's precisely what they'll do. Now, in the long run, what happens is that workers go back to the negotiating table and ask for a higher wage that helps them keep up with the increase in the price level. But in the short run, if wages are fixed, then the businesses take advantage of the situation, they increase their output, and they make more profits. So now we've got three reasons why the short-run aggregate supply curve slopes upwards. Three reasons why a general increase in the price level leads businesses to produce more output. That is, confusion about relative prices, the cost of adjusting prices or sticky prices, and finally, the problem of fixed wages. In the classical view, there should be no relationship between the price level and output. But in the view that we've talked about, the more sophisticated view that tries to adapt some of Keynes's ideas to a modern way of thinking about the economy, there's clear reasons why increases in the price level in the short run lead to increases in the overall level of output.